Boom.
Boom. All right. 3, 2, 1. That actually helps a lot. It cut down the editing time by 10 minutes.
Awesome.
Yeah. Why do I keep getting kicked out of bars? I don't think I'm doing anything bad. I think I'm just having too much fun and they can't handle it. That was what I could start off with something different than that, but honestly, it's starting to, I've never been kicked out of a bar in my life until Houston, Texas.
I think people typically, not you specifically, but people typically get kicked out of bars when they start to become a liability. When the bar owner or the employee looks at you and they're like, he's going to do some bad shit on my property, and you're like just starting to get uncontrollable, or you're getting people too rowdy, it's kind of,
You trying to say I'm too rowdy?
If you're referring to this weekend of why you got kicked out of the bar this weekend,
yeah,
I know why. And it's because there's a point where you start becoming a liability, and then it's like, I can't have that here.
But out of everybody, I was the most liable one, the liability one. I was outside. See, what had happened was is I was drinking one of those lovely loaded Coronas that you decided to keep feeding on us without any warning. Savage move. So
gorgeous creatures.
I was outside. I had put one down, and then some guy came along to pick it up and throw it away. I was like, no, let me finish it. There's still some in there. So I went to finish it, and it's like there was a communication barrier.
I thought you were some random guy trying to drink a beer off the bar or table.
But we were outside on the beach in Fort Lauderdale, so it was like I'm indoors. So anyways, I finish it. 2 minutes later, somebody comes up, you're out. There's one thing I don't do. I don't argue with that. If somebody comes up and says, you're out, now, what's the point?
I've got to be hammered for them to be like, you're going to have to drag me out of this, motherfucker.
I'm never, in my head, I was like, first off, shut up. Just get out. Don't argue.
That's the lawyer in you.
Yeah. And then you know what I looked at as? It was time to go home.
Yeah.
But
it's always a good thing to say if a bartender tries you or something, or you just someone comes up to you and they're like, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Just hit them with I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Yeah.
50% chance of staying in the bar.
I've heard.
If it's a cool bartender, he's like, heard that, brother.
Word.
Hey,
what's your next one?
What are you drinking?
Yeah. No, I mean, it was a good time. I've never been out to the beach bars.
I have once. I've never sent it like we did at the beach bars.
We got after it.
Literally, I woke up the next morning and it was like that scene in Anchorman where Will Ferrell, Ron Burgundy's sitting there and he has the beer on his head at the office, kicked back, and he's like, that escalated quickly. It really did. I saw Brick kill a guy. Should lay low for
I
a little
remember
bit.
we were out there, so we were that's the Elbow Room?
Yeah.
Fine establishment.
It reminded me of college. It's such a ran down, taken care of bar, but it's just a prime real estate space.
I wasn't expecting to go straight from the boat to the bar. I thought we'd get a shower in. No, we set the tone. Yeah. But we got in there, and man, it was a great vibe.
I really wish we did shower because I did not shower before I went to sleep, and I'm not proud about that. And I wore sunscreen and shit.
I did not wear sunscreen.
That I would say I'd rather fall asleep with sunscreen on than not wear sunscreen.
I got burnt. But you know what? I ain't putting it on. I'm either you're gonna get sunburnt, roll tide,
roll tide.
Go
football's
nose.
back.
Go nose. Fuck, thank God, football's back. But I don't like it. But we had a great time. We showed up. We had tons of fun. I knew we were doing well when other people started joining in our group, and somebody came up to either me or one of the other guys and was like, "You all are killing it right now." It was a good energy. People were buying in.
Respect.
Respect.
It's that little meme of the kid taking the hat off, and they're like, "Yeah, I just want to let you guys know, look like you're having a phenomenal time."
You know what? I love doing that. Do you ever go up to people that are having a good time and just remind them that they're having a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a respect move.
It's called smooching, or what is
Smoozing?
it? Smoozing.
Schmoozing. But it
was a good time.
It was a good time. That also led to us talking about the tank of the bachelor party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
you always, if you want to go for it.
You have.
We previously discussed this.
This was pre-pod.
Yeah. You always need someone at the bachelor party that's going to have fun. He's not going to be the sober gopher, but he's going to be the guy that gets hammered and he's just Irish. Technically, it all comes down to that.
Yes.
But he gets hammered and still has a good time and the lights are on.
He elevates the baseline of the party.
Right.
Like if without him would be at a 5, he brings it up to a 6.5. He makes it memorable, but he can go to the point to where the lights are on and nobody's home.
And he makes it home though.
He makes it home.
He is your king wizard taking you home at the end of the night just because he can drink a ton of alcohol and he kills his liver so you make it home safely.
Yes. He walks so we can run.
Exactly.
Yeah, we admire that guy. I do believe we both have that in us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're both Irish.
We're both Irish.
Seriously, I think like Irish people, us Irish folk.
Yeah, we know how to have a good time.
We can drink some alcohol.
We do, and we just keep it going. The laughs don't stop.
Yeah.
No, but everybody can get it.
I know.
It was lovely. But you're a liability. Because you're a sneaky liability. You kept getting those loaded Coronas. I remember it was like, oh, yeah, this round's on me. And you show up and I'm like, oh, this tastes funny. Because I was at the point where you can't taste tequila.
Correct.
And that's a dangerous moment.
Correct. I like the boys to be buzzing at all times. I want us all to be there.
The boys were buzzing.
Yeah. And that was something. I spent a ton of money on the loaded Coronas. And the worst part is, it's another realization. Had an epiphany the morning after this day. Sunday scaries to the max. I still feel hungover. It is Wednesday right now. Put that in perspective. I just still feel a little bit like a dry sponge. Like I need some more liquid in me. But anyways, so I wake up the next morning and I was like, looked at the bank statements, the credit card statements, and it's only cash there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I spent more money there than I would at a casino.
Yeah.
And because I just kept hitting the ATM. And I woke up and I was like, why the fuck do I have adult money? Because I am a college kid mind in an adult body. I'm not even that much of an adult body. I'm just in an adult time in my life. Like I'm just working and I hate it, dude. I'll even go on Facebook Marketplace and do some dumb shit. Really? And I'm sober.
What have you bought most recently that's stupid? And I do have something about adult movie.
20 loaded Coronas. Is the most recent thing that I bought that was stupid as shit. Because I felt horrible the next day.
See,
I'm screaming.
I'm so happy you are. You're a little laugh. But I did do, I went there in the beginning and I pulled out like, I think 200 cash. And I didn't go out of that. So I felt good about that. But I woke up going, I hope there's, something to make me warm and fuzzy. There wasn't.
No. Cash in my wallet is just pretty much like not even fun coupon. It's more of just a donating to charity. If some business is my charity and it's like, it's not going to be here for more than 3 days tops, maybe.
So, I do actually want to run back real quick because we were out on the boat earlier that day. And we ran into a bachelor and bachelorette party.
Yeah.
And we did the Lord's work and we mingled those two parties together.
It was like playing chess.
It was.
It was like, we're going to take these pieces, move them over here, and then these pieces are going to come over, and we watched it happen. We got back up on the boat and just stared.
And the best part about it is we saw them out that night.
Yeah. We totally did. I don't remember. I feel bad. We're just gonna get out in front of it. I don't remember shit.
You just gave.
That's what you're gonna have to manually edit. The realization of us, like, really?
Yeah. Your eyes. We did.
I'm surprised I didn't say really. We're good. Cameras rolling, baby.
You did. No, we met them out that night, and they were having a time of their life.
I would hope so.
And we carried it on for them. You know why? Because we were the tanks.
We just got 2 bags of Wonder white bread in the middle of the water in Fort Lauderdale, and we were like, you're not from here, you're not from here. You guys are both doing the same thing.
Yeah.
get after it.
And you know what the catalyst of all of it was? What I believe was the main thing of it was the football.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I woke up the next day. I had to do like a fantasy football combine, and my arm hurt.
Oh, yeah?
That's how sad, because that girl was launching the football. I was like, all right, well, let me go ahead and launch it as well.
We saw some people fucking haul throat, arms, fucking everything.
There was a time in the day that Brooks was just playing football with like this random Hispanic family.
Yeah.
That like hood Hispanic family.
Yeah, and they were calling for it too.
I know. And then they like Brooks got back in the boat, and I'm like, hey, where's the football? Yeah. And all of a sudden Brooks, sorry, I'll just move the mic.
No, you're good.
All of a sudden Brooks is like on the boat. Football's nowhere to be found. I look over back into the water, and this family is just playing with their kids with the football, like launching it.
Hold on. Sorry. I know this is it, but
let's just go into a music minute.
Let's just go into a music minute.
All right. Roll Tide.
No, go Noles. Three, two, one. Okay. So, yes, Brooks was out there just launching balls, getting everybody. We got the two.
Yeeting it.
The Bachelor and the Bachelorette party. The Bachelorette party, the girl wanted the ball. We threw it to her, and then she started throwing up some fucking distance on that thing. And then the Bachelor party came over. They started chatting. I don't know why. The one guy was fucking toasted.
Oh, the Bachelor?
Oh, my God. And he was out there without the shirt on. Respect the game, brother. But you fucking cooked, dog. Yeah. It was...
His whole body was the same color as his nipples. Like, he was just one big nipple in the water. He really was, though. And you could just spot him from a mile away.
Yeah. No, he was fucking fluorescent. And I told him at one point, I was like, brother, you got to put a shirt on. I said, no shame's the game. I get it, but you're cooked. He's like, no, I'm out here for a reason. I was like, all right.
Nah, man, you could crack an egg on his back and it would have fucking sizzled.
He was burning.
Yeah,
so
you get it over easy.
They were playing well. We saw that happen. Then we saw them out. But it was a good time. It was a great time. We're tanks. We're the catalyst. But this is something going back to your adult money thing. So I'm going to the grocery store much more often, you know, cooking, doing all that stuff. And I realized, I'm like, I don't have to buy the things that are like expected. Like, you like ice cream? Mm-hmm. Do you ever wish your ice cream was a little softer? You like a soft serve?
Yeah, of course.
Did you know you can just buy Cool Whip instead?
Oh, yeah.
And just eat Cool Whip? Because it's the
frozen
exact same amount of calories?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Then a pint of ice cream?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was checking it out because I was like, you know, I really want some Cool Whip.
Just not frozen ice cream?
No, Cool Whip is like oil-based.
Okay. And
Ready Whip, I believe, is something else, but that's why Cool Whip's so tasty. Cool Whip's better than anything. There's a Cocoa Whip. Have you had Coconut Whip?
No.
Dog, get into the Coconut Whip.
I don't know what stores you're shopping in. I've just never seen Coconut Whip before.
They're everywhere. They're Publix, Milam's.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a big Milam's guy now.
I like Milam's.
Milam's is fun.
It's a little taxed.
It is, but you can get...
It's good, though.
You get good veg... It's also really close, and they have good meats.
Mm-hmm. And they get a lot of stuff from... I bet they get a good amount of produce from Miami, because it's only in Miami.
Mm-hmm. They have they have good meat cut...
good cuts of meat.
There you go. Thank you.
But yeah, fresh market.
So I've been on the... I've been on the
Cool
Whip.
Gang.
The Cool Whip.
Yeah.
Oh, but this was one of the other things, and this is, we can transition from this, but I got a pizza, not the healthiest thing, but you know the DiGiorno's, they'll have like a square pizza.
Yeah.
How many servings do you think a square pizza would be?
4.
Yeah. Wise, 4? Right? Maybe. Like, what's another number it could be?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but you would think
4 is my middle ground.
You think 4, maybe 6?
Yeah. Over, if anything.
5.
Really?
How do you cut a square pizza into 5
For 5 people?
servings? It's been racking. I was an algebra teacher. I taught geometry. I can't figure out what 5 servings of pizza is on a square pizza.
5 slices?
But so somebody's like, how would you cut a pizza into 5 equal size? A square pizza into 5 equal size slices?
I'd cut it like a circle.
So somebody's not getting an edge, a corner.
Yeah.
So
someone gets the middle piece. Everyone gets a corner, and then you give one person the middle piece.
So you're gonna cut a hole, and they get like a Mexican pizza.
Precisely. I mean, you don't have to, but
it's the person that doesn't like crust.
The maths.
I don't like it,
but it maths.
It does.
it would be like a lasagna.
I do like lasagna.
Like fork and knife, the middle of the pizza.
Do you like lasagna?
I like a good lasagna.
Yeah. I'm indifferent on it.
I see this thing on TikTok. It's like lasagna soup.
No.
Not a fan.
I don't like a watery lasagna. Why would I want a soupy lasagna?
I was thinking about this today.
Okay.
Do you think dogs ever get headaches?
What brings this to your attention?
I was rubbing my dog's head, like giving it a massage. I was like, oh, because my head hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, actually?
Oh, yeah.
Moment Ferrari.
The sickest shirt.
The Rari shirt. She's a woman of many emotions. This is literally like an emotion for everything. This one's the I'm toasted, don't talk to me.
I'm not in it.
This one's the back the fuck off, seriously, don't talk to me.
Yep.
This one's the okay, you can talk to me. This one's I guess you can't see. This toasted, but back up. Okay, you can talk to me. This one's the do you remember when I was kind of a dick because I feel bad now? This one's the like, nah, seriously, like, I'm sorry. And then this one's just, to be honest, I can't really see this one.
What you up to?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we going back after
Rari
it.
is a very photogenic dog.
Extremely.
Yeah, this is the sickest shirt. I'm still upset that there wasn't a merch drop of it. I think if we get enough subscribers, we should have a Rari line.
Yeah. She's a
life of
homie.
Rari.
But I was
She
rubbing
is.
her head at the office.
Okay.
And, because she is my coworker. Mm-hmm. And I was like rubbing, I had a headache, and I was like, dude, dogs definitely have to get headaches. They definitely have to get a migraine sometime.
I could believe that. I just don't know how they would show it necessarily.
They wouldn't show it. So that's why when it's like sometimes when you take them out for a walk and they're like, I don't want to go, it's like maybe they have a blasting headache. You can't give them Advil. You
That's
can.
true.
I don't know.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Probably not supposed
Probably
to, but
not
it's
to.
just kind of like, that's a shitty life, dude.
Yeah. No, I've never really considered dogs having a headache, but
Language.
I do think that I don't know. Now I'm concerned. Like, how could you? Like, I wonder if there's any symptoms.
I don't know. They're just gonna have to stuff it out. They've been doing it for generations.
But they do love when you rub their head.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you like a good head rub?
of course.
So okay.
But men are dogs.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of dogs at the end of the day. Dude, Georgia Bulldogs fans, they're the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
It'll be like I've been to a couple Georgia games against Bama, and I hate Georgia. And their thing is like the and I'm just like, you guys sound ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
I ran into some Georgia fans the other day, and I was like, I don't know what it is about you all, but I don't like you.
Yeah.
No.
They're just
Maybe even though I'm an ACC guy, go NOLES
through and through.
Yeah. Fuck Miami.
Fuck them.
Thank you. How is my honestly? So I haven't been catching up with college football. Can we have a little college football talk?
Yeah, a little rundown.
What's Miami looking like?
Dog shit.
Really?
Not really, but they have good recruits. No, they're not gonna be a threat.
No,
they have. Florida State is much more hyped at least than Miami. So if Florida State doesn't amount to anything, if Florida State loses to Miami, that is a
let's not even say that.
Heartbreaker this year.
Let's not even say that.
But dude, it's like,
how's Florida State looking?
Great.
They
have the hardest first game of the season.
Who are they playing?
LSU.
Ooh.
And people are very high on LSU right now.
Why?
They have a good coach. It's his second year. He's finally got his players in there. He's gotten acclimated to the offense.
Who's this coach?
Chip Kelly.
Oh,
He used to coach
Chip
for
Kelly.
Notre Dame.
Yeah. Okay.
And so he's so cringy. He's literally the cringiest guy in the world, but he knows he's Irish. Irish dude. He's Kelly.
He's probably a tank.
But yeah, you probably can't drink. He's red as a motherfucker. So he's definitely an alcoholic. But I don't know, Florida State, if they beat LSU, they're sitting pretty. If they lose LSU, it's not the worst thing in the world because it's the first game. Florida State did a lot in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
I can rant about college football.
I'm fine. I haven't been caught up.
Yeah,
get me back
Florida
into the
State
loop.
did a lot in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
So they have, a lot of fresh faces, but they haven't necessarily played with these people.
So you don't know how the game time's going to be.
Yeah, and you kind of need that chemistry, that stuff like that. You can practice all you want, but you don't get it until you backs against the wall in a game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll be close. Your quarterback is he's a good Heisman bet.
Who's the quarterback?
It's Jordan Travis.
Oh, okay. He's returning, right?
Yeah. He's a junior this year. So if he does well, he's going to probably be I think he's a junior. High draft pick, Heisman winner.
Now, side note, I want to get back to this because I've been out of the loop for so long, and it's embarrassing how much I'm out of the loop. But Are you superstitious?
I'm a little stitious.
You're a little stitious?
Mm-hmm. Why?
Still a great boat name, by the way. Superstition, Little Stitches. Because so when Florida State plays, if I'm laying on a couch, I have to have one foot on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stitches?
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, you are? Like, do you have any weird little quirks or anything that makes you go like, this is odd? Like, I know having one foot on the floor is very odd.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely depending on how the momentum is, but for the Heat in the playoffs, 100% I am, because there's so many games back to back. I won't wash a shirt until we lose.
Really?
So if we go like 4-0, 4-0, I'm going on game 9, not washing that shit.
You know what? I respect it.
I mean, but then once we lose, I'll wash it, and that starts to cycle over again.
Okay, so I do the same thing. Like if once I'm doing something, once it ends, I'm released of it. But I'll notice something. Like I notice the foot on the ground. I really do that in clutch position, like circumstances. I'll still put it on the ground. But for a while there was a year when I was like, every time I was out of the room, they were playing good, and I wouldn't watch a game.
I feel like being a little superstitious is in a way your contribution to the team.
I agree.
Because if I wash my shirt and I fuck it up or something and then we lose, I'm like, damn it, that was on me. Yeah. It's because I washed my shirt.
I don't need to live with that guilt.
Yeah, no.
I'm here doing my part.
Right. That's your contribution. You're not in the gym grinding with them, but you're there, man. You're like, hey, I'm sacrificing something too.
Yeah.
My odor. Like my cleanliness, man.
Okay. I'm glad to know you're superstitious. But let's hit them something to remind them of what season it is.
I have a good football song.
You do?
We can play, yeah.
I have a good idea, too.
Okay, perfect. Right. Well, maybe we'll just make this a football episode.
3, 2.
Episode 10.
Episode
we're learning shit
10.
We still learn.
Episode 10, baby!
What's some words you think... What are words that you just cannot spell?
I am so happy you brought this up because one came up today that I can't. I mess up all the time. I have 3 right off the top of my head. The one that came up today is not the one that happens the most. Calendar.
Really? Yeah. I
can
spell calendar.
Spell it.
I'm not an idiot.
Spell it.
Calendar.
No.
Yes, it is.
Calandar.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you. I was going to say, damn it. Okay. I have. Let's go back and forth.
Okay, yeah.
Receiving.
Oh.
I just can't ever spell it, and I say it a lot.
See, I think it's RECEIVING.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only because E after C comes before I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only reason I get that.
All right, hit me with another one.
Necessary.
What the fuck, dude? These are long. There's too many syllables.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell necessary.
NECESSARY.
I don't know.
Damn it. I don't either. I'm not going to judge myself.
I guess it every time. And I have to write that word a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, you go.
This one was embarrassing. But I fucked up and I was like, what? Jewelry.
JEWELER.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you put?
I put like jewelry. like DJ Khaled. Like jewelry.
No. And then the other one, I think you have this one. License.
I do not. I know how to spell license.
How? How do you know how to
LICENSE?
No. There's I think it's LICS.
No.
CENSE.
Yeah.
LICSS. No.
Can you say license?
License. I can't. I don't know. What about you?
Obsessed.
OBSESSED.
Yeah. I put 2. I don't know where the 2 S's go, and then I put 4 S's.
No.
Yeah. This one throws me every time. I could not spell it correctly.
I'm here for it.
Restaurant. And I say it all the time.
Is it restaurant or restaurant?
It's spell it.
RESTAURANT.
It's actually RESPECT. I don't know. And then convenience.
No.
Just if I have to write the word convenience, not putting it on paper.
No.
I will say any easier.
You know
I'll just put anything else but convenience.
It's really bad when you try and type it into Google
Mm-hmm.
and you can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Google, there was
Apple spell check does that to me.
It's like, why you gotta let me down? I struggle
I'm like,
with
hey,
this.
dude, I know for a fact you know what it is. I can say it, and I know I'm only a couple letters off. So what the fuck?
So I've been bad before, and I've tried to say the word into Apple, and it couldn't get it because I was saying the word wrong.
Really?
Yeah, like because somebody told me I had a little bit of an accent actually recently.
Yeah, you have like a southern accent.
Do you really think so?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. But so people from Key West, they have a not a southern, but a Cajun accent.
Wow.
Because there's a lot of Cajun influence, like New Orleans, in Key West, from the shrimping, the boats, Nolens.
Bourbon Street. Big influence in Key West.
Yeah. Essentially the same. We have we have Fantasy Fest, which is in Mardi Gras, but I think I'm going to go to Carnival this 2024 in Brazil.
Yeah, we talked about that.
February 9th to 14th.
I can't do it, dude. I can't be coming back with like malaria or something.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
This is an excuse. I'm going to go. It's going to be a fun time. But no, so we'll say words like woulda and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I just have a speech impediment.
What's crazy is when you said woulda, I thought you were just doing the Boston accent saying water.
Water.
Pass me the water.
Pass me the water. Mama.
Why the fuck are there so many different accents in America? New York, Boston, fucking Southern.
Yeah, but there's different types of Southern. So there's
Idaho? No, I know the different types of Southern. I'm just thinking, I'm putting like big general.
But there is, no, you're absolutely right. Well, I think about
Minnesota.
Think about Europe. But it's also where all the different people from
but Europe, they all speak different languages. We all speak English in our own fashion.
Yeah, but the people that came from Europe went to areas that were similar to their cultures. Like
true, but they speak different languages.
But they have different accents on how they say English. Like Italian people speak English and has a different accent with their Irish than the Irish people. So then they're in Irish communities that are large.
Don't they speak English in Ireland?
Yeah, but they say things differently than like London.
I'm saying,
oi, Deb, mate.
But for Italian people to speak English in an Italian accent, totally understandable because they speak Italian. I'm talking about the people that only speak English and they speak it all the same, just different variation.
Those people settled here from specific areas.
Yeah, you're rewinding a ton. I'm talking about 2023 right now. People still from just where they grow up and who their parents are will speak in a Southern accent. They'll speak in a New York accent.
I love coming across a really good Southern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was this one girl in school. She had a thick Southern accent.
She had a what?
Accent.
She had a thick Southern ass. That's what I thought you said. I was like, oh shit, turn it down.
It's not necessarily wrong. No, so a thick Southern accent. But I read somewhere that it's actually dying out. Accents are dying out, which is sad.
So are races. Yeah.
Khaki.
We're all just going to be one shade of khaki eventually. Actually, though, if you start doing it and like peeling the onion a little bit, eventually we're all just going to be one race. We're all just going to be human.
Yeah, we are.
It's just how long does it take for that to happen?
I've been thinking about this actually a lot recently. Things have been changing.
Will Earth make it that far?
I've wondered. Do you think we'll get hit by a meteor?
What a way to go.
Honestly,
if we die by a meteor, like that movie Don't Look Up on Netflix with Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's Don't Look Up?
I think.
Yeah.
You thinking of the movie Up?
No.
Oh.
I'm thinking of the one where the African American man gets trapped by all the white guys.
The boat movie?
No. What?
Captain Phillips?
No. What?
Oh wait, African American man.
That's the opposite way around.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was I think it's Get Out.
Oh, Get Out.
I thought that was Don't Look Up for a second.
Get Out is the one where he's like gets hypnotized. It's the Jordan Peele movie.
I never saw it.
It's all right. It's definitely overhyped, in my opinion. Sorry if someone likes it. It wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Why? Because what was the greatest movie
that I've ever seen?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can list off like a top 3 real quick.
I was setting you up.
What?
Oppenheimer.
Oh, Oppenheimer. It definitely is not the greatest movie though, but it is a good movie.
But what would be your top movie?
The easy go-to answer is The Departed.
Really?
The Departed's a great movie.
I don't know if The Departed would be one of my favorite
The
movies.
Departed, the last 10 minutes of The Departed is just fucking phenomenal.
When everybody
man.
dies?
When they... I didn't know he was throwing spoilers out here. The fucking spoilers.
If somebody
for
hasn't
everyone
seen
to listen
Departed
to.
by now, I don't really care.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
I'm done with the accent. But yeah, the last 10 minutes or so, fucking
I
phenomenal.
really enjoyed the accent.
I'm very limited on the words. I have to watch The Departed, and then I can come back out here and I'll just rip it.
I can't do any accents. Can you?
Yeah, there was a time in my life in high school where, I don't know, because I could make people laugh with the accents, and you have to do them a lot to keep them fresh. I have not done them in a while.
What was
Just
your
gotta watch a movie.
What was your your go-to? What was your favorite accent?
I could do a Russian accent
Really?
pretty well. Yeah,
That's pretty neat.
I could do obviously Southern. I can still do Southern a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's easier to have like some prep in what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
Boston, New York.
Okay, so do you ever put an accent on?
Minnesota.
Like if you're dealing with some Southern people, do you ever go into a
It
Southern
rubs
accent?
off on me.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
don't just go into it?
Not on purpose. I'll come back after like being in Bama for a weekend, and I'll have a little bit of a Southern accent.
I'll put a little bit of cadence, Southern cadence into my talk if I'm talking to somebody from the
Just
South.
realizing I'm just an easily influenced person. Just a walking product of my own environment.
Yeah.
Just gel.
You're the kelp. Somebody said kelp.
Just a universal puzzle piece, and I can fit in that room.
You know what we should fit in right here?
A song.
We should fit in a song.
You're listening to ADD Radio.
Quiz. What's our TikTok?
Ooh, our TikTok is 80D period radio.
80D period radio. And how do you spell radio?
RADIO.
There we go.
I actually don't know if that's the TikTok, but we will check.
We'll check and we'll hit you on the way back.
All right.
3, 2, 1. L'chaim.
Not as good of a sound when it's a can with a glass.
No. But so you always tap the table.
Yeah. Just out of habit.
See, I've always been told, I don't know, superstition. It's bad luck to put your drink down before you drink it. So I feel like hitting the table is bad luck.
It's probably why none of my teams have won a championship in a while.
Sucks to suck.
Fuck.
Speaking
Suck
of
doing that.
teams and championships, we drafted pretty early for ours.
We did.
We did.
Like before cuts. I usually like to not draft
Risky
that
business,
early.
especially with the 12-man league.
No, I know. And my other league is just, it is definitely my focus league, mainly because I don't want to get last place.
Why?
That's the punishment of stand-up. You got to do like 5 to 10 minutes of stand-up comedy.
5 minutes of stand-up comedy is a long time.
Well, it's not like a set time.
You just gotta get up there.
everyone, it's 11 people get to write a joke for you, and you go up and you like have to prepare
that
a little bit,
fucking
and you have to
sucks.
go up and do it. Yeah. It's not going to be that bad. I'm not
What-
going to like rip them.
And
I'll actually
what-
write them a good joke.
what theater? Or what's...
We're going to go to Taurus in the Grove. You'll be there.
Okay.
I'm inviting every single person I
I'm
know.
so excited for that. I do
Literally
wanna,
every person I know.
do want to start going to more comedy events.
Oh, same.
Yeah, I think like I have not been utilizing that nearly as much as I should be because we have the Miami Improv, the Dania Beach is there, and then what other ones?
Miami Improv's also in Doral so far.
Everything.
But the Dania Beach and then the Hard Rock.
Which one's closer, Dania Beach or Miami Improv? From right
Really?
here.
From right here, Doral.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking. Like, what it would be like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like far for living in Miami. You're like why is there not one in the Gables or the Grove or like
We should start it.
there's Taurus, but it's really just like it's a karaoke bar. It's just got like a little stage, so they're like, yeah, you can just stand up one night.
I do love stand up. I think it's the purest art form.
Stand up.
Yeah.
I agree. I saw a little like mini documentary on Dane Cook the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
His brother stole all that money from him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad ending
sad,
of the
sad.
story.
Yeah.
But like there was a time he's one of few comedians, at least at that time, to have sold out Madison Square Garden in 2 days. And supposedly Dane Cook had people know, I don't know if you guys remember Dane Cook, but he was an Employee of the Month, bunch of cheesy movies. I don't know, I can't even remember another one off the top of my head, but whatever. He basically sold out Madison Square Garden 2 nights in a row at his peak of comedy and didn't prepare much. He just kind of was like, they gave him the opportunity to perform at Madison Square Garden. He hadn't had any new material or anything, and he did a lot of improv on it.
Oh, I think I remember seeing this.
Yeah, like
he filmed a special there or something.
Yeah, he filmed a special there, but it was just with... So, basically, he didn't have material, and they offered him MSG, and he's like, dude, like, I can't turn down MSG. I may never get this opportunity again.
Yeah.
So he accepts it, and he's like, I'll go up there. I have some jokes in the bank, but they haven't been tested with crowds, and I'll just go improv. And he goes and hires this camera crew, very small, like unprofessional camera crew, because he's like, I'm preparing, I'm going to bomb.
Yeah.
He's not hype up on it and everything. Ends up going up there and just ripping it and just interacting with the crowd.
It was a great
laughing.
set. I remember watching it.
And so he ended up selling out immediately at MSG night 1, and then night 2 was a little bit different also because it was, improv, but it's so crushed.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, fast forward a little bit, and this guy's life and his brother just stole literally millions from him.
It's so sad because he was such a successful comic, and he was a good dude overall. I never heard any drama with him or any kind of real thing.
In the comedian community, because it is very cliquey.
It is.
He was not a big fan.
They didn't like him.
They didn't really like him.
I don't think he was popular.
They weren't a big fan of him. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think the comedian. I think the mediocre comics were jealous and didn't understand why he got famous. Where the good comics were like, he's a good comic.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. There's different types of comedy, and this is something that I don't think a lot of people know about me. I don't like sketch comedy.
Sketch?
Saturday Night Live, I don't find funny 90% of the time.
That's just because it's modern day Saturday Night
But
Live.
even the old stuff.
The old ones I definitely found funny.
There was some that were more funny, but in my, the type of comedy I do like, I don't like... It's not that I don't like it, but I would prefer more observational comedy, like Jerry Seinfeld or Ralphie May, and then there's storyteller comics, which is Dave Chappelle. I would say
Chappelle is one of the best storytellers in modern era.
Now, this might be a hot take. I think he's one of the best comedians, if not the best comedian, but I think he's the best orator. He knows how to speak to a crowd and lull you in. He has a good cadence. He has good timbre. He controls his voice, his instrument incredibly well. And I think that is something that goes underrated, is that it's not just so much the joke, but how you control your voice and get the community, your audience, to fall into the groove.
Because it's not a very it's not like hearing a lullaby. He has good breaks in his stand up.
Yes.
He gives it time to breathe, but it's also how he's written the jokes.
Yes.
Because he will keep you, I'd call it like your laugh box. He will keep your laugh box going, but you haven't even hit the main punchline.
Yes.
And when the main punchline ends, it's basically like he could have those mic drop moments where it's like, fuck, what I mean? You just the joke keeps going. I forgot the beginning part of the joke because I've been laughing about the middle part, but the end part is the best part.
Then he brings it back. He can keep the story going and piece a bunch of things together. Yes, exactly. No, you're absolutely right.
He's just a real ass dude too. I didn't realize. I saw him I say mini documentary. I was on TikTok. I watched a couple parts of a TikTok, and he lives on a cornfield, a 5-acre cornfield or something, or maybe even bigger.
Yeah,
but it's
in Ohio, right?
Yeah, and remember when he just dropped the face of the earth and quit his show and moved out to Africa?
Yeah.
And then he came back, did a Netflix special for $60 million.
He deserves every dollar of it. It's fucking the
best.
But
do you realize getting $40 million, you can put that in a 5% interest bearing account and make $1 million a month.
2.5.
If it's
no,
that would be for a year, but you know what I mean? If you could go into
$200,000 a month,
$40 million at 5% would
$200,000 a month.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I know. I've thought about it. It's literally the plan. When you see the $1 billion fucking...
That's what I don't get about people that lose the lottery money.
Well, so this is it. And this is what I think about it, is you can get all that money, but money's a waste. It's not... they're printing money every single fucking day. So if you don't have something that's going to be returning money on you, then what's the point of... I can give you everything in the world, but if you don't know how to turn it into something more... what was I forgot there was my brain just ADD'd the way.
Did you hear about BRICS?
Oh, going off for the U.S. I'm not really worried about that.
I am.
Why?
Because it's China, Brazil, Russia,
on their trades
South Africa.
Yeah, on their trades amongst each other.
But dude, that's still gonna fuck our dollar. We're gonna have way more supply of the dollar now because they're not gonna be using it.
This is where I disagree with that. I don't know. I'm not an expert.
You know why they do it too, though.
Why?
I'm not an expert either. If we need to preface with that.
Yeah.
But because we owe like $5 billion in debt every day.
Yeah.
It goes up now. $5 billion a day.
Yeah.
We obviously are never gonna pay that back.
Yeah, but no country ever has.
Exactly.
So you have people investing in your economy, and then you sell it back to pennies on the dollar when they absolutely need it. So the one thing our dollar is backed by, and this might be, I don't know, I'm getting out here. I don't know if we want to talk about it, but it's the American dollar. The American dollar is backed by the American military. It's the strongest. You know how many aircraft carriers there are in the world beyond ours?
Yeah.
How many?
I don't know the actual number.
11.
Wait, what do you mean?
Aircraft carriers. You know how many aircraft carriers are in the world?
It's an aircraft carrier. The big boat?
The big one that carries the jets.
Yeah. There's only 11?
Besides America. There's 11. You know how many America has?
I don't know.
11 in use. We have like 10 others in backup. So when you comes down, okay, if they want to pay each other in apples, but we only want to deal with oranges, the rest of the world is going to measure their apples against our oranges. You are comparing. You're saying 2 apples are worth for every orange. They already do that every single day. They compare the euro to the dollar to the franc, all this other stuff. Just because they want to use something else, it's still a metric of the buying power. It's not the currency, but the buying power. So that shit doesn't really bother me. They want to go and talk. They want to go and trade seashells, whatever. When it comes down to brass tacks, they're buying our alfalfa to feed their cows. They're using our water, our milk. Like, yeah, man.
What I don't like is the lack of confidence in our currency.
There's a lack of confidence in
I'm not
every
confident
currency.
in our currency.
What currency are you confident in?
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is horseshit. I think crypto is the stupidest shit in the world. And this is the reason for it. Because you're supposed to have a finite... Oh, I'm lit up on this. I don't know if you're a big crypto guy.
Not a huge crypto guy.
Okay, so the idea behind crypto is there was a finite amount, right?
Bitcoin.
Now, I don't know crypto, Bitcoin, whatever. There's a finite amount. There's only so much that will ever be made, correct?
Of Bitcoin.
Can you sell a fraction of a Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Then there's not a finite amount. There is an infinite amount of numbers between 0 and 1. Because you can take that and cut it in half. You can take that and cut it in half. You can take...
Right.
So you are in turn creating your inflation when you decide to sell it as... So we have dollars, quarters, dimes,
right, but if
nickels.
they take... No, but if you buy one Bitcoin and they decide to... You're saying like the price of something?
Yes. So if you say the Bitcoin is never going to be a standard $20,000, but you don't have to. You can say you're selling a half a Bitcoin for $20,000.
Yeah.
Now, what are you measuring it against? Dollars. So then it's going that. Are you going to start saying, okay, well, you're going to owe me a gross of eggs for every Bitcoin? Okay, then that means 144 eggs is equal to a Bitcoin.
Do you know who determines the price of stuff?
Yeah.
Who?
The people using it.
The people with the most they're the supplier at that point.
Yeah.
They're the price tag.
Okay.
So if it's an essential product and they're like, oh, you want to buy, say we need eggs to live. You want to buy eggs? I have all the eggs.
Yeah.
I have all the Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You're going to pay what I tell you to pay for the eggs.
Okay. Where's that happening in the world?
Everywhere in front of you.
Okay, yeah, but that's not happening with Bitcoin.
Do you know who Larry Fink is?
No. I'll fuck Larry Fink up.
No.
I don't know this
Larry
guy.
Fink has your money right now.
What money? I just graduated law school.
What bank do you use?
I'm not trying to fucking put that out there.
What investments do you have in your retirement?
That under the bed.
You don't have anything in retirement.
I got stuff.
Everyone owns some BlackRock.
Yeah, I know that. Everybody owns BlackRock. Everybody has that. Where are they based out of?
He's
Canada
BlackRock.
and the U.S.
He is BlackRock.
Yeah.
He is controlling your prices. He's the largest shareholder in every major company you know.
You want to hear some... Okay, I'm not trying to take it off the topic.
No, it's fine. We should get off the topic.
Okay, but I'm going still conspiracy. It's not conspiracy, but it's
not conspiracy. That's fact. But
okay, so but you know what? There's a deficit of in our food. Magnesium. Magnesium's hard to get into soil, so there's a deficit of it. What is the one mineral that will help you get to sleep easier?
Magnesium.
What helps you with anxiety?
Magnesium.
What helps you with dehydration?
Magnesium.
Magnesium's everything. So the
water.
one thing that is lacking in our food that is creating anxiety, sleep problems, which is the most prolific sell drug in the U.S.
Xanax.
And well, that's for sleep and anxiety.
Xanax.
Interesting, right? Now, the food, all our food production is owned by 4 companies.
Right. So you're saying we need more Xanax?
No, definitely not saying that. But I mean, if you party.
Did you even hear me say Xanax?
I did.
Your answers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you just kept going, and I was like, "Oh, he thinks I just said magnesium."
No, you're not wrong. No. I heard Xanax, but you're not wrong. It's absolutely Xanax.
How much magnesium is in a Xanax?
No.
No, I kid. Someone Quavo tweeted today, or not today, but over the weekend, that he's back on Xans. For him to tweet that, and he just lost his cousin. Takeoff was his cousin. I don't know, but for him to say I'm back on Xans, it's that's not good. To openly, publicly say it. We were getting to a good point in the generation of everyone was like, Xanax is bad.
Xanax is bad.
To at least abuse.
To abuse, and it's a very abusive drug. If you need it, you need it. I'm not here to say anything other than that.
I said it pre-college. Xanax is the modern heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good. I know so many kids from college. It's just
turn it up to a happy moment.
Let's get back to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy this happy music.
Go Noles. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Honestly, we can kind of wrap up the show.
We can. Real quick question: where should I go for this date?
You need to go in the Gables.
Yeah, I don't need to, but I
go somewhere in Merrick Park.
Merrick Park's that way, right?
Yeah.
What's in?
Have you never been to Merrick Park? Are you going dinner or drinks?
Probably both. What I was thinking, so this might be an issue. Now tell me, I tend to go to expensive restaurants on first dates, and I know that's not what you're supposed to do.
But it's not horrible.
But it's not, and I really just go because I'm new to the area, and I'm like, I want to go to this place.
Mm-hmm.
I'll test it out. If this is a good first date, it's a good first date. If it's not, then I know this place sucks, or if it's bad or whatnot for the next. So I was thinking of going to Seasons 52.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Okay.
Sounds very fancy, though.
So I'm going to start at it's $3. Not to say that that's anything, but honestly, and can I say this? You know what? Miami, because I got some feedback on Jaguar Sun.
Yeah?
So, yeah, people were like, you got to do more food reviews.
Really?
They were hyped up on it. Now, there were some people that said Jaguar Sun was overrated.
You know what I say to those people? Don't ever tell me that. Because it's on site.
So this is what I'll go to Jaguar Sun one day and I'll bring in the non-biased opinion. But what I want to do is start at one side of Miracle Mile and work my way down.
To go to every place.
Yeah.
There's a place Coast loves. It's a French place. It's right here. I will find out the name for you. I know where it is. I just don't know the name. I can
Coast
see
the
it.
Intern?
Coast the Intern.
Yeah. Oh, they're starting a bocce place.
Bocce ball?
Italian bocce.
Really?
It's going to be a bocce bowling and diner and bar right here at the Lowe's building.
Really?
Yeah, and there's American Kitchen, has a full bar. This is going to be a fucking fun little town right here.
Oh, I knew. It has been. It's good that it's starting to get revamped again.
There's so many
people
places
are starting
going
to catch wind that Miami's losing population.
So this was what I was going to say. Do you know where the Michelin Stars are given out at? What cities?
Oh, no.
There's only certain cities, like San Fran, New York.
I did know that, but I don't know where.
Miami's not one of them. Which I'm surprised, right?
There's Michelin Star restaurants here, though.
No, there's Michelin Star chefs. There's no Michelin Star.
Casey, I promise.
There's no Michelin Star restaurants here.
How much would you like to bet?
What are we naming?
I'll bet you $1,000 legitimately.
I'm not doing
$100.
$1,000.
I'll bet you $100.
I don't want to do $100.
I'll bet you $10.
I'll definitely do $10.
I named some. There's La Trielle.
No. look up if the chef was the Michelin star or it actually got a Michelin star. They don't give
There's
Michelin.
at least 5 Michelin star restaurants.
They don't
in
give
Miami.
Michelin stars out. Look up what cities have Michelin stars. I looked this up today. A Michelin star chef is different from a Michelin star restaurant.
Michelin Guide US.
I should have went with 1,000. I should have.
You definitely should have.
Yeah. Thank you.
El Cielo.
No, those are the chefs.
Negative.
Look up cities that have Michelin stars.
Casey, you are so wrong in this, and it hurts me.
I'm
Cote is a Michelin star. You walk in, you're staring at it. Haydn, the first thing you see is the Michelin star in the door.
I think it's the
Le
chef.
Atriel is a 2 Michelin star. See what that is? That's a star. That's 2 stars.
Why is it also? Can I ask something? Why is it Michelin?
Because Boyade is also one. I also passed another one before.
Okay,
Stubborn
scroll
Seed,
down. Versailles.
The Din.
Versailles is a Michelin star.
No. The star is the Michelin stars.
Oh, I didn't see the star.
Those are just recommendations. Boyade, that's another recommendation. It's not a Michelin star. Le Jardin, whatever it is. I've been here and it's fucking phenomenal.
What is that?
Le Atriel del whatever.
That's a 2 Michelin star?
It's phenomenal. They have the wine tasting. There are a bunch of little dishes. Like it is very good. It's a cool experience.
Okay, I was wrong.
I've been to a good amount of them. That's why I was about to be like, dude. I had this talk with
because
someone from Chicago, and they were like, "No, there's none in Miami." I'm
well,
like,
if
yes,
you
there
look
is.
up cities that have Michelin stars,
These
Miami
are all
is,
within 2 years.
But I looked this up today. Cities that have Michelin stars.
Did you go on the Michelin.com?
I did not.
Oh, so the reason it's a Michelin is because they started, Michelin tires.
Mm-hmm.
They started this like menu guide thing because as a promotion of you would drive your car. These are places you would drive far to go to. Any place with a Michelin star is somewhere that you should drive like 100 miles to go eat at this place for once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I started watching The Bear on Hulu.
Oh, yeah.
Great show.
I haven't seen it.
It's a great show.
I do like cooking shows, but they're tough for me to watch at night.
They're not like they're not food. It's just have you ever worked in a kitchen?
No.
Okay. It's it's good. I enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Good witty banter. The one chick is a little odd at first. Like, it took me a long time to get into the character, but it's fast paced. It's shot awkwardly. You don't know the time. It seems like there's a lot going on, but it's also within like 2 days at times. It kind of gives you the cinematic experience, gives you that of working in a kitchen. Now, I've never worked like in a full kitchen,
anxious.
but I worked in a couple like little sandwich shops and other little things like that. And there's like that lunch period where so much happens, and you're like, that was only 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's the first couple episodes really put you in the feeling of being in a kitchen, how like you don't know what the fuck's going on half the time. And then you start to pick it up, and then you start to fall into love with the art of cooking. I got Julia Child's Master of the Art of French Cooking.
You should whip up something on an episode.
We can, but we'll whip it up maybe on the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's wrap it up.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Be good or good at it. Go Noles.
Roll that.